Hello students, I am Professor Prakash Naik, HOD of BCA Department, Human Resource Management and Computer Application Vertical. Today, we shall have a session on files data structures. The topics of discussions are introduction to files, definition of file, basic file operations like naming a file, opening a file, reading data to a file, writing data to a file, closing a file. Next, we shall learn about input-output operation of files, which includes character input-output operation, numeric input-output operation, string input-output operation, and block input-output operation on files. Next, we shall learn about random access to files using functions fseek, ftell, and rewind function. Lastly, we shall learn about error handling in files. So, introduction to files. In our previous session, in our previous classes, we have learned about computer programs. We have seen that we are declaring a variable to input data and to perform calculation and output data. But the data input to our variables or the variables that have been computed are all temporary. Once the program is terminated, the data is lost. In order to store the input and output data, we have to store to a storage device like hard disk, floppy disk, USB, cloud, etc. Normally, a file can be a document file, a text file, picture file, audio video file, data library, or a data file or other collection of data. Coming to definition of file. A file is a collection of data stored in one unit identified by a file name. Let us take an example. Assume that we have a list of students and their classes. As on the computer screen you can see Om Prakash, BCA 2, Danish Ahmed, BCA 4, Sandeep Nayak, BCA 2, Nitesh Sheth, BCA 3. We are all set of data. Now this collection of data or set of data I need to store to one unit so that in future I can retrieve these information. For this I am using a file name. So on the computer screen you can see BCA students.dat. It is a file name. That means what? The above contents will be stored to a file name called as BCA student.dat. Every file has two parts, primary name and extension name. The primary name must maximum 8 characters and extension name must maximum 3 characters. So every file has certain operations like naming a file, opening a file, reading data from a file, writing data to a file, and closing a file. So here, naming a file refers to creating a new file and giving a name to a file. So, whenever I want to create a new file and I want to give a name to a file, I have to follow some rules. The first rule is that the first letter of a file must be an alphabet. The remaining letters may be an alphabet or may be a number, or it may contain a underscore character. The second rule is that there should not be any gap between the letters in the file. Third rule is that the file name must not be a reserved name. These rules has to follow whenever we are creating a file and naming a file. Once the file is created, after some time, maybe tomorrow or day after tomorrow, I need to open the file or retrieve the file. So retrieving the file is called as opening a file. Once the file is opened, I want to access the data from the file, which is called as reading data from a file. So third operation is reading data from a file. The fourth operation is writing data to the file. This means I am inputting data to a variables and performing calculations. These calculated result or the input variable values I need to store to a file. This is called as writing data to the file. So when all the operations are over, the file need to be closed so that it is cleared from the memory. So for that, it is called as closing a file. Okay, fine. Now, Let us see how to use files in C. To use files, we need to use four essential operations. They are: number one, declare the file pointer variable. Number two, open the file using fopen function. Number three, process the file using suitable functions. Number four, close the file using fclose function. Now let us learn one by one, starting with declaring a file pointer variable. In C language, in order to declare a file, we need to use a file pointer. Now, what is a file pointer? File pointer is a pointer variable which is used to handle and keep a track on files being accessed. This means to this file pointer we will assign a file name, and whatever data is stored to the file can be easily accessed by using the file pointer. Now, to create this file pointer, we need to use a new data type called as file. But remember, the keyword file should be in caps. You can see an example on the computer screen: file space star fptr. Here file is a keyword, fptr is a variable name, and since this fptr begins with a symbol star, it is called as a pointer variable and hence a file pointer. So once the file pointer has been created, we need to open a file. Either we'll open a new file or we'll open an existing file. Now the syntax is file star fopen within the bracket const char fname comma const char mode. So here fname is parameter 1 and mode is parameter 2. Fname stands for file name. Now this file name can have a path or may not have a path. If it doesn't have a path, the file is searched in the current directory. And if the path is mentioned, the file is searched in the given path. You can see an example on the computer screen. The first example says fopen within the parenthesis student.dat, w. This means a file called as student.dat is created in the current directory in the write mode. That means what? The contents can be written to a file. Second example says fopen within parenthesis d:/bca/ student.dat, r. Here an existing file is opened which is present in the BCA folder of D drive, and this is open for reading purpose. Fine. Now we shall learn in detail the different modes. You can see in the first mode R stands for read. Suppose if I want to access the contents of the file, it is called a reading a file. So to read a file, we have to use the mode R. If the file is existing, then the cursor position is marked to the beginning of the file, that is the first character of the file. But if the file is not existing, an error message is displayed or returned. Coming to the second mode W, write. If this write mode is used, if the file is existing, the previous contents is totally cleaned or erased, and a new file will be created. And if the file is not existing, a new file is created. The third mode is A. A stands for append. So now this A is used to open an existing file, but the content will not be erased. Whereas the new content which I am typing will be stored to the end of the previous content of the file. So apart from this, we have mode like R+, which stands for read write. We have also having one more mode called as W+, which stands for write and read. This is about the modes of fopen function. Now let me come to closing the file. Always an open file has to be closed, so that the data is not harmed within that file. For this, I need to use a function called as fclose. Fclose has one parameter, that is the name of the pointer variable. On the computer screen, you can see an example, fclose within the bracket fptr. So the file name and its data will be totally closed. Now let us see a program how this fopen, fclose and some of the functions work. The first line, file star fptr, will create a file pointer called fptr with a data type called as file. The next line, char pname 20. So here an array called as pname is created with a data type called as char. So next line, int age. Here a variable called as age is created, and the type of data that is going to be stored in this age variable is int. Now I need to open a file. So for this I am using fopen. The file name is person.dat, w. Now the computer will try to open an existing file called as person.dat, and since the mode w is given, if the file is an existing file, it will erase the previous content, and the memory address of that particular file will be assigned to a pointer variable fptr. Now if the file is existing, if the file is created, the memory address will be stored to fptr. But if any error occurs, if the file is not created or not opened, fptr will store null. So what must be done if null is been stored? Here comes the next line. If fptr equal to null, at that time a message is displayed saying error creating a file. And from the file program, we need to come out. For that, exit 0 will be given. This was about when the file pointer is having null. What if is not having null character? If it's not having null character, first thing is that it will print a message on the computer screen saying enter person name. What a name is been entered will be stored to pname. Assume that the name called as Vijay is been entered. That name Vijay will be stored to pname. Next, you will prompt for enter age. So on the computer screen it prints enter age. Assume that I have given 30 as an age. That value 30 is stored to the variable name called as age. Now these two are the local variables. If I come out of the program, the data in these two variables will be lost. Since I want to store it for future reference, I need to store to the file. For that, I am using a function called as fprintf. So this fprintf is having three parameters: pointer name, conversion specifier, and list of variables. You consider fptr, which indicates person.dat, then %s and %d are the conversion specifiers for pname and age. Now the contents of pname and age is stored to the file name called as person.dat. Once it is stored, the file is closed using fptr. Thanks for watching. Let us meet in the next video to learn about file input output operations.